Welcome to our first day on our 5 ways to wellness. So just to recap, the 5 ways to wellness are to connect, to be active, to take notice, to keep learning, and to give. So today's instruction will primarily be touching on the connect and to keep active. But I also want to make sure that we touch on the other topics as well. So before we get started, I'd like to be sure, if you can, I'd like you to keep a little journal. Depending on your age, maybe you'll draw some pictures, or maybe you'll write things down in a notebook or using your tablet, or perhaps maybe even it interests you to keep a video diary or any type of log in that sort of sense. So for your take notice aspect for today, I'd like you to find 3 or 5 things that you can take notice of and being grateful for. Sometimes it's difficult to set our mindset into a way of finding those things. Keep it simple. Don't overthink it. Maybe it's as easy as, waking up this morning and seeing the beautiful sunshine. Perhaps it's just getting that first smile from your parent, having your pet come and see you. It could be something very, very simple. Maybe it's something a little bit more, as in somebody just saying hello to you today. The other is to keep learning, and during this time, we want to keep doing things, making sure that we're still stimulating ourselves. So maybe just a little above the homeschooling that everybody's doing right now. Perhaps you want to add another thing in. I'm going to suggest find your favorite meal. Your favorite thing that you like to eat, depending on your age again. Find a way that you can help out in the preparations, or maybe it's time to take on a little bit more responsibility. Maybe it's time to learn how to do the setup for things, wash the vegetables, prepare the space, and perhaps to maybe learn how to make your favorite sandwich, or prepare how to boil water to prepare the pasta. Find your favorite food and see how you can work towards making it that thing that you know how to do well. And the other is to give. So on the giving aspect of our 5 ways to well-being, this would be the third one that I mentioned. Would be to take on extra responsibility. So touching on that, preparing your favorite meal, perhaps, taking on the responsibility of doing the cleanup after that preparation. So again, do what works well for you, and let's get into our other aspects, our connecting and being active. So today for Connect, I am going to teach you a simple breathing exercise that is good for everybody. Just to take a moment to sit down, to breathe nice and deep. We can all do this together. So find a comfortable place to sit. So whether you want to come down to the floor, sitting cross-legged as I am, or if you are in a comfortable chair, or even laying out on your back. I'm going to encourage everybody to raise one hand. Doesn't matter which hand you want to raise. And we're going to, with the other hand and our pointer finger, we're going to trace our hand and breathe along at the same time. So we're going to breathe in through our mouth as we trace up the hand. We come to the top of the finger or the thumb. Exhale as we come down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Very good. So let's do that again. Nice strong deep breath in. In through the mouth. Out through the nose. In through the mouth. Out through the nose. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Excellent. Let's do that one more time. I'm going to come a little bit closer so that you can see your trace. Take a nice strong deep breath. In through the mouth. Out through the nose. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Excellent work. So don't worry if you've got your ins and your outs mixed up between through the mouth and the nose. That's okay, as long as we breathe nice and deep, and as we practice, we'll get better at it. We'll work at getting a little bit more focused. You can do that for as long as you're comfortable for. You can trace one hand and then the other, doing 10 cycles, or if you like, you can just put a timer on and do that for maybe a whole minute. If that seems like you could do further, you can put your timer on for 2 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. So the next one that we're going to do is a kind of a warm-up exercise that I do with the majority of my classes. Everybody does it at the beginning of their yoga session when they come to my classes, and it's great. You end up learning it. You can do it in the morning when you wake up. You can do it in the evening before you go to bed, or if you just need maybe 10 minutes to wind yourself down and calm yourself. So from here, let's lie down on our backs and keep breathing nice and deep. We don't have to trace our fingers now, but we want to make sure that we're breathing nice and deep. And we're going to do a little warm up just to get the body ready to release, relax, let go, and a few stretches and twists. So laying out on our backs nice and long. And we'll start with wiggling our fingers and wiggling our toes. Then we'll circle our wrists and our ankles, making big circles. You can keep your fingers and toes wiggling. And then take it into those elbows, big circles, skim your body, skim your floor. Listen to what your body has to say, what it's feeling good. If anything hurts or doesn't feel comfortable, make your circles a little smaller. And then on your next big breath, we'll go the other way. Elbows, wrists, ankles. Nice, strong, deep breaths. Big breath in. Let's bring the arms on down to the sides. Let your air go. reach the arms on out. Big letter T. Nice and big with the breath. Bring the arms reaching for the wall behind you. Point your toes. Maybe you could bring the hands together. Lengthen out. I want you to think of their shoulders staying away from your ears. Make your neck nice and long. Imagine yourself like a long, strong arrow. Inhale and open the arms out to the sides. Scoop the air in front of you, reaching up over your heart. I call this sundial. Imagine pointing, telling the people the time with the sun. Inhale, open those arms out. Big letter T again. Rotate the palms, reach up for the wall behind you. Point your toes nice and long at the arrow. Inhale nice and deep. Scoop the air in front of you, reaching up over the heart again. Press those heels, make those toes spread out wide, wide, wide. Imagine you can make your toes touch your nose from here. Pull them back. Inhale and open. Reach, 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 reach for those walls on each side of you. And then float the arms down. Let the body relax. And then let's tuck ourselves into a little ball. We'll give ourselves a good little hug here. Maybe rock from side to side, or make small circles. Whatever feels right for you. Then we're going to push those feet up high into the ceiling, making a big L shape with our body. And we're going to open up into a great big V. You can put your hands on the outside and hold the legs if that's helpful. Inhale, come into center. Exhale, we're going to push our feet out across the ceiling, down the wall, and to the end of our mat. Nice and long. Tuck into the chest again. Pull in. Big hug. Press those feet high into the ceiling. Spread your toes. Open up, nice big V, and if you need to, you put the hands on the outside. If it feels right for you, you can bring the hands inside, but don't push. Inhale, come in. Exhale, lengthen on out. Draw a rainbow with your feet. Good job. So let's bring one knee into the chest. We're going to give that side a good hug. We're going to make like a step with our body, 90 degrees if we can. And then we're going to open up to the outside. Nice big stretch. Again, if you want to put your hand to the outside of your leg and hold it, that's okay. That's good. Keep breathing nice and deep. Notice how the belly lifts and fills up with air. Notice how it sinks and goes down when you let all the air go. Inhale to center. Exhale, we cross over. Let it just bring your leg to the other side. Again, if you want to hold it, that's good. That's all right. Maybe you can bring it a little bit further. Nice twist. You don't have the foot touch the floor. It can stay up. Inhale to center. Push that foot up high into the ceiling. Let's reach up the leg. Lift our heart to our ankle. Long, strong breaths. Keep those shoulders away from the ear. Keep the back nice and long. Release. Exhale and push across the ceiling, down the wall, and to the end of the mat. Inhale nice and deep. We'll do the same thing with the other leg. Give it a good hug. Releasing to our 90 degrees. Keep those toes spread nice and wide. Exhale, we're opening up to the outside of the mat. And again, use your hand to hold the leg if that makes it feel better. If you're feeling pretty bendy today, maybe you can open up and put the hand on the inside. But if it feels like it's a challenge, then place your hand on the outside. Hold it up. Big breath, come to center. And then we're going to cross over. Big twist. Hold the inside of the leg to help keep it up. Breathe nice and deep. Long, strong, deep breaths. Feel the air as it goes into the belly again. And feel it as it goes out. Come back to your middle. Big breath in. Push that foot up high into the ceiling. Heart towards the ankle, lifting up. Hold the leg anywhere but behind the knee. Inhale, big breath in. And then exhale, paint the wall with a rainbow all the way down to the end of your mat. And that's a nice little warm-up. You can do that as many times as you want. You can do that in the morning, before bedtime, or any time during the day when you need a little break. Let's bring ourselves up, take a turn to our right-hand side. Slowly, gently roll ourselves on up. Thanks for joining me here today, guys. We'll see you again tomorrow. Let us know what you've been doing and how you've been liking these little clips. Have a great day. Remember to find the positive side of everything. Find a little sunshine.